Shanti. Om Shanti. And a good evening and a happy, happy Diwali to each of you, my brothers and sisters, who are joining us today and on Zoom, and those few who are in-house. Warm welcome to each and every one of you. We know it's the time now where we feel it's not only Mother Nature creates the darkness of the evening at 4 p.m., but the world is also going through the crisis of where we feel that we are all in the darkness of the world. But Diwali is such a beautiful festival that is called the Festival of Lights, where we feel that as we light the diyas, the earthen little light, it reminds us of ourselves being the living lights. And so Diwali is very, very special for us. And so with this, I would like to say, welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you. But also special welcome to our guests tonight who have joined us, and that is Shraman Sen, who will be playing the sitar, Gunjan Rastogi, and Gunjan Rastogi is the president of the National Indo-American Association, Nita Basin, and Nita is the president and CEO of ASB Communications and the Event Guru Worldwide. We have Shashi Malik, the president of the Indian Association of Long Island, Swaroop Pujari, who will be joining us playing the flute. And most of all, also we have Mohini Didi, who is the regional spiritual leader of the Brahma Kumaris in the Americas. And so special welcome to all our guests tonight as we move into the experience of really what true Diwali is all about. What it means to be the living lights. What it means to celebrate the experience of our big hearts, our true hearts, which is generosity of heart. What do I do in this experience that I feel that I do have a very, very generous heart? What does it feel like to live a life of prosperity? Prosperity is not about an external prosperity, but it's about the internal prosperity, the abundance that we have within us, the spiritual treasures we have of love and peace and joy. We have abundance within us, which we can share with the world in these times. And this is the spirit that this time is asking us to emerge within ourselves, the spirit to share, the spirit to give, the spirit to be. Because it's when I can be that, am I able to share that. So Diwali is reminding us to experience truth within the self. It's time reminding me to spend some time with God, because we all need the power, we all need the strength. We all need to keep our lights ignited, awakened, enlightened. And so connection with the source is that which will give us that eternal power to be that for the self and to share that with the world. And so warm welcome to all of you, my dear brothers and sisters. And I would now like to introduce Sister Sandhya, who is one of our teachers, one of our great resourceful person here at Global Harmony House, who is going to take us through tonight's program. Om Shanti, and we move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Anjani. Welcome again to everyone to this evening of Diwali celebration hosted by Harmony House of the Brahma Kumaris organization. I have the honor of facilitating the program today. And like Sister Anjani acknowledged, we have some very lovely musicians, some community leaders, and of course, our spiritual leaders who will be joining us today. It's going to be a beautiful hour of celebration and also of enlightenment. But as I see in the audience, there are many of you who are from a non Indian background. And I'm thinking many of you are probably not very familiar with the festival of Diwali. So I just thought I'll take a few minutes to kind of give you an overview of what this festival symbolizes and represents. It's not very different from many other festival of lights in other customs and traditions. Deepavali, the word, no, it's from a Indian language, and it actually means rose of lights. And the festival itself symbolizes the victory of light over darkness. It symbolizes the victory of good over evil. And we have many cultures and traditions where we have these stories. And Diwali also has a couple of mythological stories. And I thought, let me just play with that a little so you are familiar as we go through the program today. One of the stories is about the victory of righteousness over unrighteousness. And it's celebrated as the day when the king who represents righteousness, Rama, comes back to take over his kingdom, and all the people of that kingdom welcome him. And that's one of the stories behind the celebration of Deepavali. So while he represents the kingdom of righteousness, he comes after a battle with the king of unrighteousness, and he is depicted as this 10-headed monster, and he's called Ravan. And Ravan represents 10 vices, some of which we are already familiar with. The bigger ones are the lust, anger, greed, attachment, and ego. But also, Ravan represents the subtler versions of the same vices, which is carelessness, laziness, excuses, deception, and jealousy. So, as we are talking about this, many of this day and age may ask, why does Diwali matter? Why is it that the Brahma Kumaris celebrate it every year, or all the Indians celebrate it every year? What is its relevance to us today? So, if we just thought about it as something that happened thousands of years ago, that righteousness overcame unrighteousness, then it is just in the past. And in some ways, I can just think it's probably not as significant in my life right now. But there is another way to look at this same celebration. That is, if I begin to see it as a metaphor for what is happening in my life, in my world, and all around me at this present time, then it starts to make more sense. And this is the reason we celebrate Diwali every year, because it is very personal and very relevant to each one of us. It's about our personal journey. So when there is negativity or vices as depicted by Ravan, there is dark. And where there is darkness, there is bondage, strife, sorrow, which we are seeing all over life today, everywhere. And if we look at our own life, we see that in one way or the other, we are all influenced by Ravan, maybe the more obvious ones or the subtler ones. And if any of these are affecting me, then there is a war going on inside of me. And I can choose who wins the war. Is it righteousness or unrighteousness? For this, Diwali represents each one of us as souls, as lights, connecting to God and taking light from Him and let God's kingdom, the kingdom of righteousness, get established in my own heart. That is what Diwali first and foremost represents. That Diwali is the establishment of righteousness within me, in my heart. And when that happens, that truth that shines from within, the love and joy that shines from within, then Diwali becomes very relevant for me. It is my choice to let God's kingdom or the kingdom of righteousness be established within me, in my world. So many even ask, why is God needed for this task? Why can I not just overcome unrighteousness on my own? If we look at the world today, we can see that there is a predominance of vices in the world. And it is not possible to handle all of this and become victorious on our own. And this is why, in Diwali, the 10-headed monster Ravan is showed in a very interesting way. If you cut off one head of his, they say that it will grow back again. You cut off another head and it grows back again. So what it is trying to convey is that you can't take away one by one, because it will grow back again. What we need is that power from God. I have to take that power and let all of the heads of Ravan at one time be taken away, be destroyed. For this, if I go inside myself and allow the light of the Supreme to connect to me, it allows me to overcome negativity. It allows me to ignite the light within the soul. And what is the light within the soul? On the physical, we light lamps, but on the spiritual, what it means is the divine and spiritual qualities within us. Which leads us to the next story of Diwali, which is of Goddess Lakshmi. That's one big part of Diwali, isn't it? That is, we invoke Goddess Lakshmi and we pray, we worship. And many believe that Goddess Lakshmi is known for wealth, for prosperity. So everyone thinks it is physical wealth. But Lakshmi, the word Lakshmi comes from Lakshan, which means spiritual divine qualities. So when we worship Lakshmi, we're not worshipping someone out there. What we are invoking are the virtues, the values that Lakshmi represents in my own life. Because it is these spiritual divine qualities that is true wealth, not money. So when there is spiritual wealth, it automatically creates abundance in spiritual as well as the physical dimension. And then it creates happiness. And this abundance allows me to share what I have with everyone else. So that is what we are worshipping when we worship Lakshmi. We are worshipping the virtues, the divine qualities that she represents. And we always say that she comes into a house only when it is very clean and there is light in every part of the home. So this is why on Diwali, every little corner of the house, we put a little lamp. So there is no dark corners left in the house. This is a reminder that I need to keep my heart very clean. House is one thing, right? But my heart has to be clean. If there is any kind of pollution, any kind of bad going on in there about anyone, about anything that's happening, then it will destroy the goodness inside. And when that happens, Lakshmi cannot enter my heart. So, the first and foremost thing we need to do is clean out my own feelings. There should be nothing but good wishes and pure feelings for all. This is what brings generosity, prosperity, spiritual energy, love, peace, everything in our life. And then I become a living light. When I become a living light, everyone I touch in life, anyone I interact with, anyone I communicate with, their lights are also ignited. So, what we see is a whole row of lights and then a whole world of lights. And this at this time is the greatest celebration and the greatest service we can do for humanity at this time and hour. That is why Diwali is very, very relevant for us at this time. And that is why we celebrate Diwali every year. And we are happy that you're all able to join us today. So let's start the celebration. First and foremost, we have with us Shraman Sen. He's a sitar player. He's a graduate student at the Columbia University pursuing a master's in economics. His family is originally from Kolkata in India, and Shraman has been learning sitar from the Imdad Khani Gharana of sitar for more than 10 years now. Welcome, Shraman. Help us start the celebration with some lively music.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Namaskar, Namaskante, everyone. And happy Diwali, belated happy Diwali to everyone. I had the pleasure of performing in the Global Harmony House last year in person for the Brahma Kumaris. Unfortunately, this year, because of the pandemic, everything is virtual, but still a virtual event is happening. So, congratulations to all of you for putting up this amazing event today and also yesterday. Um, so, I was told to play for a few minutes, and I think, given the amazing meditative ambiance that you all are so beautifully creating, I think a classical alap would be very fitting. So, for those of you who may not know, an alap is basically the beginning part of our classical rendition, which is devoid of any fast expressions or rhythmic expressions. I mean, those things are nice to hear, but that can be done at a different time. And alap basically, it's essentially the rendering of notes in a very slow, melodic manner, and such that the notes are kind of stretched out and deliberately stretched out. And there's no rhythm involved, so it's all being presented in a free flowing nature. So I'll just take a few minutes and present a short alap in a popular Hindustani classical raga that we called Rag Behag. Thank you all so much. Shanti.
Thank you, Shraman. That was so beautiful. Rag Bihari, celebratory, and also romantic, right? It's like falling in love for God. I would like to call on Gunjan Rastogi, who is one of our VIP invitees today. Gunjan Rastogi is a successful entrepreneur and a well known community leader in the New York region who has been elected as the president of the National Indo American Association for Senior Citizens. She also holds various other positions at nonprofit organizations as she believes in service and in giving back to the community. Not only that, she's also an accomplished dancer, actress, and singer who comes from a musically gifted family in India and has won numerous awards. We're not going to be able to see her dance or sing or do anything today, but we would like to hear her greetings. Welcome, Gunjan Rastogi. Please share your greetings with all of us today.
Thank you. Namaskar, Sister Sandhya. Thank you for the kind words. And I'm very humbled. And thank you so much for inviting me to share a few of my thoughts with our brothers and sisters. So as you were saying, you have already mentioned that the Diwali is celebrated to, in a traditional way where we clean the house, we light the lamps, but it also has a spiritual part to it. And today I'm just going to say a few words on those. The spiritual part is how we can compare cleaning of the house on the spiritual side, it is more like cleaning of your heart and your mind. And when we say we want to light the lamps, basically we all know there is a light inside our hearts. And we want to light that lamp so that we can join the Supreme Lord through that light. And that we attain by doing meditation. And this is one day that we try to remember that we should also light the light in our heart. With that, I'm going to light a lamp over here, and so that I can, and I pray that this lamp will shine in the hearts of all of our brothers and sisters who are watching this program today. With that, it reminds me of a beautiful shloka in Sanskrit, and I'm going to share that with you. It is Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamsorma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And for my brothers and sisters, I'm going to translate that in English. It says, Om, O Lord, keep me out in the material world of unreality, but make me go towards the reality of eternal self. Keep me out in the ignorant state of darkness, but make me go towards the light of spiritual knowledge. Keep me not in the world of mortality, but make me go towards the world of immortality, of self-realization. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I want to thank Global Harmony for spreading the message of peace all around the world and providing the food for our soul by providing these kind of beautiful programs. I want to thank Sister Anjani, Sister Sandhya, and all the brothers and sisters who are working behind the scene for bringing this beautiful Diwali program to us. Thank you, and Om Shanti.
Thank you, Gunjan Ben. Maybe I have to add spiritualist to your list of achievements. That was very beautiful. Lead us from darkness to light, which is what Diwali is all about. Thank you very much. With that, we go on to our next guest, who's Neeta Basin. Neeta Basin is the president and CEO of ASB Communication and even Guru Worldwide. She started Event Guru Worldwide, the company that created history in 2013 by conceptualizing and producing the second biggest event after New Year's Eve ball drop in Times Square, Diwali at Times Square. Wow. Neeta has won many international awards for her commitment and service to the community. Currently, she's also the only Asian Indian member of the New York City Comptroller's Economic Growth through Diversity and Inclusion Board. Welcome, Neeta Basin. Please share your Diwali greetings with all of us.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much for the introduction. And this is my first time I'm attending any event hosted by your center. I would like to thank Asha Dua for introducing me to the center. It's an honor to be part of this. We are talking about Diwali. This ongoing pandemic, matter of fact, has made all of us realize that certain things can be felt and enjoyed even while being at home. And you are doing that. So thank you so much for organizing this event. Diwali signifies good over evil, light over darkness, and knowledge over ignorance. This time we all are going through sort of a darkness. The biggest evil in our lives is COVID-19. And all are fighting against this enemy, this devil, this evil. But we believe in one thing. We believe in Almighty God. We believe in His power. And we have seen that your faith, your belief, you can win. You can conquer the world. And we will win this evil and this devil. And you are organizing this event for that, to bring the light in the lives of people. Lives have changed. I think everybody, in every family, you will see somebody has been affected from this evil. I will not call it COVID-19. I'm calling it evil, that devil. But many people are recovering. We have to have a faith. We have to have a positive attitude. I mean, I lost my brother from COVID-19. It's not easy, but we have to believe in God, and that God is going to give us a strength. And we have to follow the rules and regulations which are made by human being, but for our best. They want us to, I'm sorry, I'm becoming a little emotional here. I just want to say only one thing: believe in God, have a positive attitude, and next Diwali, you all will get together and celebrate in your center. Om Shanti.
Thank you very much. I just want to say one of the lights that we have to light within us is the light of hope. And thank you for reminding us about it. So, Diwali is about celebration. Diwali is about singing and dancing. So, right now, we're going to see a song from Sister Damini about Diwali and its celebration.
सुख शांति और प्रेम की स्वर्णिम दुनिया आई, दिवाली आई, दिवाली आई। दीपिका छाई रोशनी लाई जिंदगी गाई, खुश खुशियाँ हैं आई, होगा ये नया आसमान ये ज़मीन, हम तुम मिलकर लाएंगे वो दुनिया यही। हैप्पी दिवाली, दिवाली, हैप्पी दिवाली, मुझ तो बाद मिले रूबरू ईश्वर से, दिव्य गुण से सजाया हमें, जो मानव से देव बने, जीवन गुलजार बने। अब ना होगा कोई दुखी संसार में, खुशियाँ ही खुशियाँ छाएगी बहार में। हैप्पी दिवाली, दिवाली, हैप्पी दिवाली, हैप्पी दिवाली, हैप्पी दिवाली,
That was a beautiful song, wasn't it? That was Sister Damini from India, and she had specially recorded this song for Diwali. And the divine old lady that you were seeing on the screen is our Dadi Janki, and we'll be hearing from her later in the program today. But it was just beautiful to see. This is how Diwali is usually celebrated, and most of the pictures you were seeing were from our headquarters in India. So, moving on with the program, Shashi Malik, who is the president of the Indian Association of Long Island, was not able to join us today, but she sent us a message. So we will hear Shashi Malik.
Namaste, everyone. This year was very challenging for all of us as we were not sure how we would be able to celebrate our favorite festival with our family. But thanks to technology, we are not able to meet in person, but we are able to see family, friends, and celebrate together. So may the lights of diyas enlighten everyone's spirit. Happy Diwali to everyone on behalf of ILI members. May the next year bring good health to you and your family. Thank you.
Thank you, Shashi Malik, for that short and sweet message. Moving on, now we have another artist amongst us. Looks like it's a day of artists. We have many of them with us today. I would like to invite Swaroop Pujari. Swaroop Pujari is a senior at Yorktown High School in Westchester, New York. He's very passionate about music and sports. What a combination, huh? He's into sport, athletics, plays basketball and baseball at a competitive level. But he's also a national level musician, playing both classical and jazz on multiple instruments. Today, we have invited him to play the flute for us. And he has come up with a special combination flute for us. So, Swaroop Pujari, welcome.
Om Shanti, sister.
Playing. Tell us about what you're playing, Swaroop.
Okay, so I'll be doing a combination of, I'll be playing a little bit of the Mahabharat theme, along with the theme song from Oh My God, which is a Bollywood hit. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Swaroop. It seems really, really short. Well, you play at competitive levels. You play multiple instruments. It is just beautiful. And as I'm listening to all of you, I'm thinking maybe the program for 1 hour is really very, very short. But thank you very much. That was melodious.
Thank you.
So moving on to the next part of our program, it is my honor to introduce to you two of our main spiritual resources for the evening, Moini Didi and Dari Janki. So Sister Moini, whom we affectionately call Didi Moini now, is a spiritual teacher and leader with over 60 years of study and practice of Raj Yoga. Born in India, she came to the West in her 20s, and she has been serving as the main spiritual resource of the Brahma Kumari's activities in the Western Hemisphere since the mid-1970s. She is a much sought after international speaker and spiritual resource, and she represents the Brahma Kumaris at the United Nations. She is also the regional coordinator of the Brahma Kumaris for the North, South, Central Americas, and the Caribbean. It is our fortune that Moini Didi is based in Great Neck, New York, at our center. Her special gift is her ability to present spiritual concepts and principles in ways that allow those from all disciplines to understand their relevance and practical application. For me personally, she's my mentor. She's my teacher, and anything in life where I'm not clear, I don't know what to do, I just present myself in front of her. And she is that for many of us. She has been able to show us where we are not able to see the light, where it seems confusing. She's able to throw light on the right aspects so we know how to take our decision to move on. So it is our fortune that we have her with us today. And of course, we also have a message from our honorable and much loved Dadi Janki. She was 104 years young when she left her body on the 27th of March 2020. Otherwise, this year she was supposed to visit the USA. Dadi Janki is a spiritual teacher and leader, and she has worked for more than 80 years to develop her own inner peace and power. The stability she has attained was such that she was able to serve actively until her 104th year as the head of the Brahma Kumaris, promoting spiritual development, and many a time individually coaching many of us. Her view was that simple changes in the way we think and feel would secure a healthy and happy future for individuals, communities, and ultimately the whole of humanity. Her insights into the role of spiritual consciousness in regaining health and happiness has enabled her to support countless others around the world. We treasure her inspirations and the wealth of personal lessons of wisdom, courage, and hope that she shares with all of us and has shared with all of us throughout her life. Even after she has left, most of her messages, her presence through her recorded messages and classes that we have had, has still helped us grow and is still helping us grow. So, without much ado, Sister Mohini and Dadi Janki.
Om Shanti. Wish you all very, very happy Diwali. Diwali is a very, very auspicious festival we all celebrate. And we greet each other by saying happy, happy Diwali. So Diwali festival is very much connected with happiness. And happiness is connected with how we celebrate and also what are other attainments that we experience or we receive while celebrating Diwali. The first one definitely is success in life and also completeness in life, contentment in life, and moments of prosperity, that is accomplishment, whatever we do. Not only we are successful, but everything accomplished by blessings. For celebration, definitely we have to prepare ourselves, our home, and how do we celebrate. So to begin with, it's very, very important that our inner space, that is our mind, our intellect, is very clean. There is honesty, there is love, it's peaceful, and don't allow any kind of thoughts of ignorance. That is darkness. Ignorance is darkness. Knowledge is light. So when we receive knowledge, the treasure of knowledge, so not only we keep our hearts and minds clean, but also full. No? Treasures means what? It's a big achievement or accomplishment to always reflect on jewels of knowledge, share jewels of knowledge with others. But then also we prepare homes, not only internal cleanliness, but our homes should be very clean. Or our office space, wherever we are, it needs thorough, proper cleansing. And more we clean the space, anyway, clean also brightens up the place, but we can then ignite whether earthen lamps called deepak or candles. And more we light the candles, and we are also then invoking goddess divine Lakshmi Mata, Mother Lakshmi. All the goddesses are called mothers, no? Because mothers always have blessings for children, always bless. So Lakshmi also is the symbol of prosperity. A lot of people, they only ask Lakshmi wealth. But if you have wealth, if you don't have wisdom, so when we invoke Goddess Lakshmi, then whole energy of divinity, purity, abundance. But what we have to do to receive? A very generous heart, compassionate heart, loving feelings. More our minds and hearts are full of these feelings, we are able to receive the blessings. Blessings from one who is ever ignited light. We call him Deepraj. So that our flame of love within the soul is always, always has light. No, it never extinguishes. But the light has decreased. So let Deepraj Baba again pour within the soul the oil of knowledge. Through remembrance, through love, we keep our light ignited forever. So that this light, which is also enlightenment, can bring constant success and prosperity, good relationships. So my good wishes then for everyone, based on what I receive as blessings, that each one of you have happy Diwali, celebrate, and joyful sharing with the family. We all prepare nice sweets, you share that. Share the gifts of blessings to everyone. So I want to again wish you all happy Diwali and blessings from the God that be ever ignited. Om Shanti.
दीपावली की मुबारक हो, मुबारक हो, मुबारक हो। ये ऐसे भारत के जो त्योहार है ना, उसकी खुशी भारतवासी तो अभी मैंने देखा है, कोई विश्व के कोना नहीं छोड़ रहा है, सेवा करते आ रहे हैं। सच्ची खुशी किसको कहा जाता है? खुशी वो जो कभी भी कोई भी आवाज दुख का नगर कभी न निकले। ये मेरी भावना है। अब खुश रहो, आबाद रहो, न विसरो न याद करो। माना क्या, कभी भी जो भी बात है ना, हो गई ना, कुछ नहीं है। तो ये कैसे होगा, क्या होगा, प्लीज कभी ऐसा आवाज दिल से न निकले। हैप्पी दिवाली, सारी खुशी। माना ही क्या, दीपक जगाओ, एक दो को देखो, दीवा जगाओ। अंधकार में दीपक चारों तरफ लगाते हैं, पर हैप्पीनेस तभी है। मैं कानों में सुनाऊं बात क्या, हाँ, स्वीटनेस होवे, मत मधुरवाणी, निम्रता, सत्यता, धीरता, मधुरता। मुस्कुराता हुआ दिवाली, सच्ची दिवाली ये है। मुबारक मुख से न कहना, पर जो कोई न उसके दिल से निकले, तू सदा खुश कैसे रहती है, बताओ न, बताऊं क्या। अरे मैं हूँ आत्मा, मेरा है परमात्मा। बात दो शब्दों में सदाई होती है, मैं कौन, मेरा कौन। तो मैं हूँ आत्मा, यहाँ मेरा है परमात्मा। तो बुद्धि आत्मा समझ से लाइट हो जाती है। परमात्मा मेरा बाप है, पर वंडर तो ये है, परमात्मा मेरा माता भी है तो पिता भी है, शिक्षक भी है, सखा भी है, सतगुरु भी है। अभी ऐसी दिवाली मनाना सारे विश्व में कितनी अच्छी है। जितना मनाओ मनाओ, क्या माना, प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ से एक दो की जोत जगाओ। जोत जगाओ माना क्या, अंधकार मिटाओ। अंधकार में यही शब्द निकलता, मैं क्या करूं, कैसे करूं। नहीं नहीं नहीं, रोशनी, चलते फिरते, खाते पीते, एक दूसरे मिलते, हैप्पी 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 रहना, ये है ईश्वर की तरफ से दिल व जान से को प्रेम से ऐसी लिफ्ट मिलती है। जो उस लिफ्ट में बैठो, वो जैसे लिफ्ट गिफ्ट में मिली है। चलो सब पार। ओके, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
That was so beautiful. So short and yet so sweet. So, as we are coming to the close of the program, if there is one thing I can carry with me today, I can carry away one thought from this whole hour that we were together, celebrated, and enlightened ourselves. It is that I have to keep the light shining on my forehead. That one thought can take us a long way in life that brings so many challenges along the way. It could be the light of hope. It could be the light of happiness. It could be the light of sweetness. It could be just the light of peace. Any divine quality, any divine virtue that brings light to the soul and to the world. So every morning, make sure when you wake up that that light is shining through the day. No, how Tarijanki was showing my soul, I am the soul here. So let's keep one thought of light shining through the day. There are many things to do through the day, but let's not forget that one light that needs to be shining in here. Because in darkness, any action I do is going to bring me sorrow, strife. But if I can keep this light awakened, ignited, it will show me the way. It will help me go through the day in happiness, which is what Sister Moini and Dadi Janki were saying, right? Happiness, hope, peace, and sweetness. So meet yourself every morning and through the day. Keep connecting to yourself and keep the light shining. If you do that, then it's easy to see where you go, what to do, and how to do it. It is this internal light that guides us. And it is the light, it's not the light that exists within us, but the fact that we are the light. When I am peace, I am the light of peace. When I am hopeful, I am the light of hope. So how do we know if the light is shining? It is exactly the same thing that both of them were saying. Your happiness is the measure of your light. At any time you see yourself stepping away from happiness, there is a little disturbance, a little confusion or doubt. How do I do it? Where do I do it? What do I do? Then we know that that light has become a little dull. And then we go back and we have to make sure the light is ignited again. If I lose my happiness at any moment, I know the light is not shining anymore. And it's time for me to go within again. If you take a moment, it's not a big effort. It's a simple effort, but a repeated effort. If we take one moment, turn our attention inward, you will feel that energy in here. When it is the energy of hope, that is the light. And as you feel the energy up there, you will see that your thoughts are becoming calm. And when your thoughts are becoming calm, you get to actually see yourself, because otherwise we are mostly lost in the world around us. We don't get to meet ourselves. We never see ourselves. When you see in the mirror, you see only the body. You don't even see yourself. So if you take the time to go inward and your thoughts become slow, you see yourself. You're then automatically opening yourself to the presence of God. Unless we open ourselves to the light within us, we cannot open up to the light of God. And when we open up to the light within us, we're automatically opening up to the presence of God. You will feel the presence of God's light, His love. You will see His power, His strength touching you. And how do you know this? Your battery gets recharged. Suddenly you were dull and not clear, don't know what to do, and suddenly you will feel yourselves recharged. You're energized, and you will feel as if you're ready to take on anything that day. This is the power, the strength, the light of God's company. So Diwali, for us individually on a personal level, is about keeping this light, the light, shining all day, every day, not just on the day of Diwali. We remind ourselves, but we need to keep this light going every day. Remember, I am the light. I am the living light. This is the switch of consciousness. I am not darkness. I'm not in darkness. I am the living light. When we turn the consciousness this way, a new chapter begins in our life. So after Diwali, usually is the new year. In the Hindu calendar, it's the start of the new year. What is the new year? It is the illumination of spirituality, of wisdom and light that's guiding us so newness can come, transformation can happen, and happiness can come back into our life. So this is also the memorial of Mahalakshmi, right? Where we invoke fortune, goodness. And that's possible only if there is light and cleanliness in every corner of our home. The physical home, but also in our heart. So let's clean everything that's dark and negative in the soul and God's light enter in. And then all the goodness and virtues and abundance that I seek in life will automatically become available in my life. So, with that message of Diwali, I turn over to Sister Anjani and Harmony House. We're going to have a beautiful meditation where all of us are going to focus on igniting our light within and connecting to the eternal light, Deep Raj, at this time.
I'm aware of the value of this human vehicle that I have. But now I want to explore the being within. And the being that I am is spirit, beyond matter, beyond time, and yet I exist. No physical limits. I am spirit. And within I, the being of light, there is peace. As I go deeper and deeper within myself, I connect with peace, which is my natural state of being. And as I become peaceful, I can feel the presence of the divine, the being of light, the supreme light, the one who eliminates all darkness, the one who allows our light to shine. In the presence of the Supreme, my heart opens up and I feel gratitude for all that my parent has given. The Supreme Parent who gives me all treasures and is my strength and support forever. The being who showers me with all virtues so that I prosper and flourish in my life. The being who gives me insight and wisdom so that I can understand spirit and be spirited. as I experience the abundance of all the treasures from the divine. I ask, what return can I give for all that I have received? And the response comes, all I have to do is share. And as I share these treasures, more comes my way. And the spirit of Diwali carries us into the new year. And as we come together as one family, we co-create a better world for all. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you to each one of you living lights who have joined us this evening. And also a special thanks to Shraman Sen for his melodious sitar music, Gunjan Rastogi, Neeta Basin, and Shashi Malik for their messages, and Swarup Pujari for that beautiful flute. Thank you all very much, and wishing you all a very, very happy Diwali. Thank you. Stay lighted, stay as the living lights. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Everyone, you're all unmuted.
Om Shanti. Thank
Om
you.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Satya.
Om Shanti.
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Happy
Om
Om
Shanti,
Shanti.
sister.
Happy
Om
Diwali.
Om
Shanti,
Shanti.
everyone.
Happy
Diwali.
Diwali.
Om Shanti. Happy Diwali.
Om
Happy
Shanti.
Diwali.
Happy
God
Om
Diwali.
bless you.
Shanti to everybody.
God bless.
Om Shanti to everybody.
Happy Diwali.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Shanti
Happy
to
Diwali.
everybody. Happy Diwali.
Om Shanti. Happy Diwali.
Om Shanti.
Thank you.
Thank you.